Hello everybody, this is week number 16 and week 15 we didn't have a video because mostly I was enjoying my vacation in Florida. So let's start reviewing what I did last 2 weeks. Of course I didn't do too much, and also this is one day earlier because tomorrow is day off because of 4th of July. Okay, so let's see what we had. So my last video was June 19. So this commit we reviewed. Use Makefile instead of bash script. This thing, I think we reviewed it as well, right? I don't remember exactly, so instead of bash script I made the Makefile because then I'm compiling in emacs. It's by default setting, like, if I open some random emacs and try to compile, it's by default set make, and I think it's more convenient just hit enter instead of typing after this, so it just saves several strokes that I developing in Emacs. Start select level screen implementation, start implementation for buttons. So there is a new instance of new object, select level screen, added new method set current screen. Probably I'll put more implementation here to make transition between screens, and here is it with 2 things, right? And private went down, don't know, there is a space. Okay. Also I have feeling I reviewed all this thing, probably it was for Maxwell. Also I renamed all virtual functions with prefix v, and because of some refactoring in screen I move it in private section, so you can see what I made in screen. So I made the draw method and call virtual method inside, and I did this thing because I want to draw buttons here. So all these methods not virtual anymore, and also I put empty implementation for all virtual methods. No, it's for select level screen. So for select level screen I have feeling I reviewed it. Okay, so I think I reviewed it before for some reason. Merge remote tracking branch, button icons. So I made the button icons. No, I think I can like this. So let's see. So I made this thing bigger and I want to scale it programmatically. No, and opposite. I make it smaller and then later on I might make it bigger because so here is it, the star and smaller buttons. Some progress in button implementation. So here is it. In screen, in draw method, I'm drawing all buttons, and then I call redraw. And there is a new method add button. So I have button list and adding button inside the button list. Inside the draw, it's just a draw sprite for now. And there is no implementation for touching, pushing on buttons for now. So I copied this implementation from Maxwell entropy, and it's little bit advanced. So I'm not going to explain this thing. So there is a button has a sprite, rectangle method on click, which it should call on click. This is private actually, and method draw, mouse button down, mouse button up, and list of buttons. Some progress. So font rendering. Also, I moved all levels to separate file because it's around 10 levels and it takes a lot of space in game screen. It's kind of not convenient to edit game screen file, and I'm going to have more levels. So there is a method init buttons, so I'm calling it in constructor, and also I'm planning to call it every time then button change state from run and stop. So inside the init button I just checking the state, and depending on state I am adding stop button or play button. And here is it reset buttons, it's just removing all previous buttons. Okay, so I do not need to draw buttons anymore because screen is going to take care about this thing. Similar thing, I'm not going to handle pushing and releasing from button. Also, I made a constant level number of levels instead of calculating it like this. And every time then state changed, I call init buttons. So I added a star sprite. Also, I start using bitmap anyway, and I generated bitmap out of my texture. It's actually introduced some artifacts, but it's fine. Oh yeah, finally I get rid of this constant, and there is a font. So this is x coordinates of each letter for. Actually, it should be 6 rows. I made mistake, and I'm going to fix it later. It's offset where font started, and this is height of each letter. So height is same for all the letters. And here is a drawing. It's basically copy pasted from sprite draw sprite. So there is nothing to review. And also I need to calculate text width, so it's takes height of text and text itself. Star using float instead of integer, draw text width. So I moved all my levels to levels.cppnh, and also I swapped drawing because I need to draw first my things and then buttons on top of it. So buttons are going to be always on top of everything. So I implemented handling touchscreen events for buttons, drawing, and also I renamed, because it's not mouse, it's finger, right? It's touchscreen events. So I renamed mouse button down to finger down and finger up. So I was also testing font rendering, quick brown fox jumps over a lazy dog, and here's a fix for 0.5 constant. There is a new font here. Okay, so there is a fix for text rendering, so it should have 6 rows instead of 5, so I added missing row. Also there is some bugs like X and Y things. Yeah, basically I messed up with X and Y. Similar here. Make the font bigger slightly. Then I testing the drawing test text. Add mine button, draw list of levels, implement buttons with text. So I rename sprites from stop to stop button, from play to play button, and also add main button. Also implemented method set level, and basically it sets level and then load it in the memory. And inside the game screen on add button, it's called select level on push on the button, on tap on the button, and it's just changing current screen to select level screen. So rename, play button, stop button, and adding main button, rename, play and stop button. Also I add another method with label, so buttons can be with label or with sprite. And here's it, I'm in button drawing, I'm checking if label is empty, I'm drawing sprite. If label has some text, I drawing text. Also added method sender, which is actually not method, member sender, which actually member of screen. No, it's actually member of button. No, it's member of screen, right. And inside my method I can check the sender, who is the button, right. So there is some extra parameter inside the add button, and it's fine because this is private call. So for sprite button with sprite, it's empty string and sprite, and for button with label, there is a label, and actually this doesn't matter, but like I need to put something. And button not anymore private, I do not remember why. Right, because I got the sender, and from sender I can figure out which button was pushed. So in select level screen I add all buttons for all levels, set current screen, so I don't need implementation of this thing anymore because it's handled by buttons, level selected. So yeah, and here is it, handler for tap on button. So level selected, it's setting level on game screen and switching to game screen. That's it. I don't know what changed here. Let's run swipe. Oh yeah, there is a main button here. Add main button, fix compilation for Linux. So before this point I was developing on my Mac because I didn't have access to my desktop computer, so on my laptop, on Mac laptop. So of course different compilers, different complaints, so just minor changes. Fix artifacts on edges of sprite. Yeah, because I was using bitmaps, I got some artifacts and I was trying to fix it, so I was like doing some nasty things, adding ones and subtracting ones. Also I made these buttons bigger, and also I made it rotate, so if it's down it's rotating. Save progress, fix bug, cars fly from right side instead of left side, print level, switch to edit state on go level, selection screen, add log. Right. So I saving progress and progress.txt, and so I need to ignore it in git ignore. Also I get library directory from Makefile and make it common, so I can use it in Makefile and in inside the name of bells. So this one is fixing bug, then cars was flying from right side instead of left side. Also I'm not drawing knob card on top of car, drawing this one is oh yeah, I'm drawing level number on bottom left side of game screen. So I added a set high level inside the select level screen, and inside the implementation of this method I'm saving high level if it becomes high level. So then I'm selecting level, I'm calling edit, so it's switching game screen to edit state. So it's linked to common git library directory, There is a new sprite log. Also I make redraw non-abstract, and later you will see the reason. So get library directory. So this is reading and saving, and it's very simple. Just open file and read one number from this file. So this is the reason why I made redraw non-virtual, not non-abstract method, because I actually can delete all these things. It has all empty implementation and it just wasting the space. So inside the reload buttons, because there is some buttons with lock and some buttons without lock. So inside the reload button, it's drawing numbers for unlocked levels and drawing lock for locked levels. And for unlocked levels, it calls level select, and for locked levels, it calls lock. So inside the level select, set level, and it converts the label on the button to integer and set screen to game screen. And inside the lock, it plays wrong sound. So inside the set high level, it checks if value higher than high level and sets high level, and also saves this thing to file and reload all buttons. So there is a lock icon. So fix compilation for iOS, rename iOS executable. So I renamed it from project to dream, and also I changed the icon from butterfly to sleeping seagull. That's it. Let's go to demonstration. So you can see here unlocked levels up to 7 and lock levels. And then I push on the button start rotating. And if I push on unlocked button, it will make the wrong noise. So then I push like level 4, for instance. You can see here it's level 4, and probably you mentioned like all these cards flew from left side instead of right. So I can show you again. I'll set these buttons. So this is main button. Go to main screen, and everything else I think is same. So I think that's it. Let me go to my YouTube channel and review what kind of things. So we had 6 views for previous video. Thank you for watching previous video, and thank you for watching this video. So go into analytics. For last 7 days, actually I need custom range from July to like this. Do 2. Okay, we had 10 views, 19 minutes watching, 24 cents earning, 1 like, 0 subscribers, mostly from USA. So let's go to iTunes Connect, sales and trends. So I need from 19. So for this period, 8 units and 14 proceeds and 140. So I got $1.40. Oh, there is one sale for bus. Perfect. This one is free. For this reason it's performing better, but still. Let's see territory. Always curious. USA, Canada, Europe. Let's see platform. iPhone, iPad. What? Desktop? I don't know what does mean desktop. Probably it was on iTunes, right? Category games, content, transaction type. That's it, I think. Thank you for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe. Also share on Twitter, share on Facebook. Hopefully see you next week at Friday. Bye.